Hey, house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 24 updates and spoilers. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Our house guests of the day are my mom and dad. Thanks so much for being amazing, guys. Love you. If you guys want to be house guests today, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. It's only $1 for a holla, and I still have the rest of this week wide open for anybody who wants to be a patron. So, before we get going, I also want to thank yesterday's super chatters because that's another fantastic way to support our channel. So Norm the Cat, Jody Cortez, Kay Davis, Sean Davis, Shane Wright, Christine, AR Chan 1785, and Tara Perucci. I couldn't read that for a sec. Tara, yes. Thank you all so much for your super chats. We really appreciate it. All right. I don't know if everyone's quiet today or if this chat is not working. Hello? So, when we left off yesterday, the house is a mess. Okay, it's working. Hello. The house is a mess emotionally. Monty and Taylor broke up for now anyway. They had a really long conversation in the HOH bathroom at like 2 a.m. in which Monty condescendingly told Taylor about things that she's done this season that he does not like. There's headphone gate. There's goddaughter gate. We talked about all this in detail yesterday. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you definitely want to check out yesterday's spoiler at some point. He's telling Taylor, you treat me differently when we're alone compared to when we're in front of other people. He's saying you're cold-hearted and insensitive when you're safe in this game, and you're warmer when you're in danger. So Taylor's like apologizing for all this stuff, and then Monty just proves what a craphead he is when he says, basically, like, you were accused earlier in the season of rubbing people the wrong way, and maybe you were just cold with them too. Maybe you did rub them the wrong way. Maybe they were right about it. Wow. So yeah, it was really messed up. But anyway, they also talked about their showmance. They agree that they moved too fast with the physical stuff. Monty says he wants to set some boundaries. He's not going to be sleeping over in the HOH room anymore. But they like still kissed at the end of this conversation. Ooh, that made me very uncomfortable. Like I said yesterday, in my opinion, Monty is making mountains out of molehills here so that he can get out of picking Taylor for the final two because he doesn't want to do that. He was saying those things when he was all lovey-dovey with Taylor, right? But he wants to go to the end with his boy, Turner. He's wanted this for a while now. And I think he's realizing, like, if he were to bring Taylor to the final two and Taylor beats him, that's going to bruise his ego big, big, big time. He's got a fragile ass ego. So yeah, I think he's trying to use this whatever he can to be like, Taylor, you're bad. I am good. I am going to the end with Turner, and I'm not going to be seen as a bad person for it. So anyway, all of that aside, we also saw yesterday that Brittany made a pitch to Monty. It was not the M&M graphs pitch that she was working on. She decided not to do that because she felt like it showed what a mental threat she is in this game. And that's exactly what Monty is afraid of. So she was like, I got to abandon that pitch. I can't do that. So her main pitch to Monty was, you're going to have an easier road to the end against me than you will against Turner because he is better at competitions than me. He has one more. Also, Turner has been unpredictable in this game. He's flipped on people left and right. So you think he's bringing you to the final two, but he may end up cutting you right at the end if he wins that final HOH. And if you do go to the final two with Turner, there's a good chance that he beats you. He's got bigger, flashier moves on his resume, and the jury will notice that you had multiple chances to take him out and you didn't do it. So Brittany made some really decent points. I thought she had some good arguments. It's not a flawless argument. There are some holes in her pitch. Monty's big thing was like, well, if I keep you and get rid of Turner, I know that you and Taylor would take each other to the end. I would have to win my way to the end. And that's when Brittany was like, Turner might end up cutting you. You don't know that he's going to take you. And Brittany was also saying you would have more of a chance to win your way to the end because you would be going up against me and not Turner. So Monty is still set on keeping Turner after that pitch. He spilled to Turner right after Brittany's campaign. He was like, this is what she was saying, blah, blah, blah. I'm voting to keep you, Turner. Okay, so yesterday afternoon, Taylor and Monty had an awkward small talk in the kitchen. Things are weird now because of that whole late night conversation where they basically broke up. So Monty's asking, any plans for the day? I think it had to be at least like 3 p.m. at this point. Taylor's like rolling out of bed. Actually, she was in the DR before that, but she was sleeping for much of the day. So Taylor's like, oh, I have a lot to think about. I want to take it easy. And Monty's talking about how productive he's been so far. He's like, I worked out. I did laundry. I talked to Brittany and Turner. Now here I am. It's like one of those things where you like run into an ex and you're like, oh, you look like crap and I'm amazing. Like, look how great I'm doing. That's what it feels like from him right now. So Monty is asking Taylor, like, if you want to chat sometime today, I can come up. Like, is that something you're into? If you want, give me the bat signal. How about no? But Taylor says, yes, you're welcome to come hang out whenever you like. But just so you know, like, I'm going to be cozy in my HOH bed listening to Beyonce. So I think she was making a point to be like, I know you set boundaries, like you're not going to be sleeping over or whatever, but I'm not getting out of my bed later. So Monty says, fair enough. And Monty lets her know Brittany did pitch to me. She made a very logical pitch, and she gave me something to think about. Don't even act like you're going to think about it. Come on now. So then Monty asks Taylor, are you doing okay though? And Taylor says, mm-hmm. Monty asks, are you sure? Oh my God, Jefferson Tucker, thank you so much. You are so, so kind. I'll get back to you at the end, but thank you. So Taylor is like, do I not seem like I'm fine? And Monty says, no. And Taylor says, the diary room took a lot out of me. It's like he wants her to be in a bad way because he like dumped her. You know what I mean? Like it just feels very gross to watch this. But anyway, a few minutes later, Brittany's telling Taylor about her campaign pitch to Monty, and Brittany says, it's not happening. Like, Monty is not going to keep her this week. So Taylor asks, he straight up told you that? And Brittany says, no, he didn't say he was evicting me, but he laid out his argument and I didn't have a counter argument for his line of thinking. Brittany says she thinks that they made a really good call by not showing the M&M graphs during her pitch, but she says ultimately Monty said that he's certain that Taylor and Turner would both bring him to the final two if Brittany was not in the picture. So she says he also is certain that he can beat Turner in the mental component of the final HOH, meaning part 3. And Brittany says, one of her big arguments was that she hasn't won many competitions. Like Turner has performed better in competitions. But she says Monty doesn't seem to care about past performance in competitions. He is super laser focused on this final HOH and that part 3, the mental part, the questions part. And he thinks that he will have an easier time of beating Turner than Brittany in that competition. So Brittany says, I think that Monty thinks he has a much better shot against Turner in the final 2 with the jury than I think is accurate. She thinks that it could be pretty close with those votes, and it could be Turner beating Monty in the end. So Brittany also says Monty is claiming to be open-minded about this decision, but he's not. Like he's really not considering keeping Brittany at this point. And she says he is going to miss the biggest move he could possibly make in this game. I mean, it would really put the cherry on top if he took out Turner and went to the final 2. But Taylor's like, I don't know how to handle this, Brittany. I'm not going to give up on you. Like, I want to see you stay this week. But Taylor is not really sure how to approach this at this point. And Brittany says she's not giving up either, but she also does not know how to convince Monty. She feels like the more that she tries to convince him. It's going to show what a good player she is, and that's going to make Monty want her out even more. She just feels like he's not budging on this. So Brittany says at this point, I just really want to come up with like a killer eviction speech, not necessarily to try and convince Monty to flip his vote, but just to like go down in BB history. She wants to basically tell Monty, you're going to remember this moment. This is the moment that you lost this season of Big Brother, this decision. Oh boy. It sounds like it's going to be a fun one. But anyway, if she does end up doing that. So Brittany gives Taylor a heads up about headphone gate. She says Monty is really pissed about that. And Taylor's like, yeah, I know. We've already talked about it. She is very aware that Monty was not happy about that situation. And Brittany is telling Taylor, don't tank your game. Don't take Turner to the end if it's up to you out of spite. Because they both agree Turner is going to beat anybody in that final two, which I don't know if that's true, but that seems to be the impression that they're under. So Taylor's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat either of these guys in the final two. And again, like, I don't think that's true. I think that Taylor would have a very good chance of winning against either of the guys. I think she really could pull out the win if she makes it to the final two. But yeah, she doesn't feel confident going against the guys. And Brittany is getting emotional here. She says that Monty is taking away something much bigger than Big Brother from her, meaning having kids. She's talked a lot about how she needs the money. She needs like $40,000 to be able to either adopt or start IVF treatments. So, I mean, you can't really put that on Monty, right? Everybody is there for a reason. But she acknowledges, I know it's not a reason for him to keep me. But she says it is a reason for me to vote against him in the end. Ooh! So she is not planning on voting for Monty to win, no matter who he's up against. But Brittany says, I don't want to give up. I just don't know what to do. So she's going to regroup, try and think things over, see if there's like anything else she could possibly pitch to Monty to change his mind. So after this conversation, Taylor is walking over to Monty. He's doing his laundry and she's asking, do you still need space? Like, what's the deal? And he's just like, space? Like, he doesn't know what she's talking about. And Taylor says, I just need a hug or something. And Monty's like, oh, I haven't showered yet. Maybe I can shower upstairs? After he moved all his shit out of the HOH shower. So Taylor's like, yeah, you're welcome to. Okay, so Monty does end up showering in the HOH bathroom alone and then spends like 4 hours lying on the bed with Taylor. They're chilling, they're cuddling. Like, this is too much. It's too much. There was more talk about how Monty is concerned that Taylor can be cold sometimes and warm other times. I can't. Are you just supposed to be the same warmth all the time? Like, it doesn't. This is stupid. I can't deal with this. I can't listen to this trash again. So Taylor starts bringing some game into the conversation and she's telling Monty, I want to go to the final two with you, and our best chance of getting there would be competing against Brittany. To be clear, ideally Taylor wants to go to the final two with Brittany, not Monty. But she's telling him this because she wants to make sure that Brittany stays this week. So she's trying, but Monty is not going for it. He's still saying, oh, we can both beat Turner in the final competitions. And he's insisting that Brittany would be better in part 3 than Turner. He would rather go up against Turner. He's not going to budge on this. But, you know, they're trying. So Taylor is asking again, do you have a final two with Turner? Because if you don't, I guess I could feel more comfortable with going to the final 3 with him. Monty, of course, is denying having a final 3 with Turner. He's saying, I never use those words with Turner. So Monty is claiming that he would take Taylor to the final 2. There was a pinky swear and all. Was he crossing his other fingers behind his back? I don't know. I don't buy it. I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, it's possible, but I don't see it. So Monty is telling Taylor, you just have to trust me. How about no? Okay, so after that marathon hangout was finally over, Monty leaves and Taylor gets up and says to the cameras, "Another day alive. Gross." Ooh, I hope Big Brother is checking on her and making sure that she's okay because that's not good. But I think she just needs to get out of this house, see how much support that she has on the outside, and get away from these people that are telling her that she's terrible, she's horrible, all this stuff. But anyway, the house guests stayed up super late playing cards last night. Brittany went to bed a little bit earlier than everybody else, but like the other three stayed up until like I want to say like 6 something in the morning. Like, what? Go to sleep. But Monty last night was talking about wanting to hang out and party with Chris Brown. And Taylor and Turner were like, no, he sucks. And Monty was like, no, I want to hang out with him. Like, if he's around, like, I'm totally down to hang out. So Taylor brings up, dude, you have been shouting out Rihanna all season, and now you want to hang out with Chris Brown? Like, do you see the issue with that? And Monty's like, oh, oops. Well, nobody's watching the feeds right now anyway. He's saying, like, because it's 2 a.m. Big Brother time around that time. You better believe people were watching, and that is bookmarked on BB Viewer. It's out there. They're always watching. But anyway, yeah, nothing too crazy happening last night. So today, the house guests have pretty much just been sleeping so far because they were up super, super late. We've got 2 days left until the eviction. I don't know if Brittany is going to come up with anything else to try and pitch. We'll see what happens, but that's all I got. There's just not a lot happening right now. That's just how it is in the last week of any season, pretty much.
Is Rihanna in here?
Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Bowie, come
what
here.
About Chris Brown? No?
I just can't. But anyway, I want to thank all of our super chatters. Woo! Okay. So, Jefferson Tucker, thank you so much as always. Nia Sosa says keep Turner. I think that's the plan. Thank you so much for your super chat. Mary Ellen Ludwig, thank you so much.
Can't Monty just throw himself in the garbage?
I know, I wish Monty was leaving and Brittany and Turner were staying with Taylor. Imagine, that would be the ideal situation.
Hey guys, I just want to throw myself in the garbage. Can you call up Chris Brown to take the garbage out?
Yeah. Holly M, thank you so much. Jefferson Tucker, you are truly amazing. We so appreciate you.
What a gem.
Yes, thank you so much. And he says, annual end of season party money to celebrate another fabulous year of BB Celeb, BB Can, BB updates, and it was a lot. Cheers.
Jefferson Tucker is a legend.
Yes, thank you so much for being one of our
cute in his thumbnail.
Did
you change your thumbnail?
Thank you for being one of our biggest supporters again. We really appreciate that. And yeah, it's been a wild year. So much Big Brother.
Oh
I'm exhausted.
We're ready for a meager 1 week of vacation.
You need a little downtime for sure.
Yeah.
K Diggs too, thank you so much. And K Diggs asks, is Monty's misogyny worse than BB23 Derek F? Ooh, that's a good question.
It's different.
It does feel a little bit different.
One likes to F with women and one likes to F women.
It does feel like a different brand, but all under the same umbrella of misogyny for sure. Thank you for pointing that out. Shane Wright, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. All right, and that's where we're at. So we will be back tomorrow for another spoiler. We'll see if we have anything to talk about. I don't know, but just a reminder too, there is no episode tomorrow night.
Oh my.
Yeah, so we'll be back for a spoiler though, and that's more fun, right?
Oh.
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I'd like to see what's going on in the jury house. We haven't heard a peep. You know, usually they're posting like at least photos online being like, look what the jurors are up to. But they haven't even been doing that, which makes me think
this would be a whole nother level if they had one of those cams on the jury house.
But it just makes me think like maybe there is some drama going on in there that they're trying to cover up. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. But anyway, that's it. So thank you all for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, much love. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.
Smells like wet dog in here.